Hi, welcome back to This Mama Loves. I'm Lauri, and I am on a weight loss, healthier me journey. And I use the WW program to help me lose weight, to become a healthier eater, to change my eating lifestyle. So, I'm going to do a what I eat in a day today. You just saw me make my coffee, which I do not count for points, and I'm going to show you what I'm having for breakfast. But to start, I'll let you know that I get 19 personal daily points and 28 weeklies. So my start day is Mondays because I feel like on doing that, I'm less likely to overindulge on the weekends and make poorer food decisions. But also, I am learning to yet again enjoy the foods that I want to eat and stop restricting myself and saying, oh, you can't have that because the points are blah, blah, blah. You can't fit that in or XYZ. No. So I spent last week, except for one day when we had a barbecue and I did have a little bit extra. I did go over, but pretty much last week was a pretty good week. I lost 2.2 pounds and I ate the things I wanted to eat, including snacks. So, however, I am trying to do better on my snack choices. I'm trying to do better on my snack choices. This week, I feel like I set myself up for some better snack choices. However, the girls are back in school and I did have to buy snacks for them for school. Some I feel like will be fine for me, and some I feel like they might be triggers for me. But fingers crossed. Let's hope I'm going to be okay. So to start off, I'm going to show you what I'm having for breakfast. So I'm going to turn you around and show you what I'm having. For breakfast, I decided to make an English muffin sandwich, which is something I typically don't do unless I really know I'm going to have a low point lunch and dinner. But I decided no. So I want an English muffin breakfast. So here's my bottom muffin, and I sprayed it with Parquet spray butter, which is 0 points. Now, if there's a certain amount of spray you're supposed to have, I don't know. Never track it. So on that, I'm going to have my egg. And I have here, fix my egg a little bit. I have here a slice of great value cheese. This is the fat-free one. So you can actually have one slice is 1 point, but you can actually have 2 slices of that for 1 point. Then I'm going to have my Butterball turkey breakfast sausage, which is 1 point for one. But if you have 2, it will be 3 points. And then the top part of my English muffin, which also is sprayed with the Parquet spray butter. And this is going to be my breakfast. And look, how good does that look? It looks nice and filling. And with that, I'm actually going to have 2 mandarin oranges. They are so tiny. Wow. I think I'm going to have to buy more this week though. But I'm going to have these 2 mandarin oranges with my breakfast. And so my breakfast today, the English muffin is 4 points. I believe the points went up because I used to get the Aldi brand. This is the Aldi English muffin. And it used to be 3 points. So they went up. But I did find, I can't remember if it was Meyer brand or Walmart brand or something. Some brand English muffin I found for 3 points. I'm going to have to look again. It was in the supermarket. I know that. So I'm going to try those. Oh, maybe it was Aunt Millie's. I think maybe it was Aunt Millie's. But 4 points for the English muffin, 1 point for the breakfast sausage, 1 point for the cheese, and I get eggs for 0 points. So this is going to be a 6 point breakfast for me. All right, so I am making my lunch. And I was going to show the process of it, but then I was like, because a lot of it is leftovers. So it was just really reheating some things. At least, bringing it up to not hot, but except for one part, which is the rice. But yeah. So, anyways, I'll turn you around and just show you because I'm just jibber jabbering at this point. So here is my lunch, and I just made like a steak rice bowl. So this is not the amount of lettuce I would typically use if I'm having a salad. So that's why I'm just calling it like a steak rice bowl situation. But I'm trying to bulk up my meals as well with more 0 point things, especially because these two are the bulk of the points. So the steak here is 4 points. There's more underneath. Just it's not like little bit, but it's 4 points. No, I'm sorry, 5 points for the steak. I have 4 points of rice here that I just kind of sauteed up in the pan with some spray butter and some seasoning salt. Then I have corn, which I get corn for 0 points. And I have some lettuce, which is 0. I have cucumber and tomatoes, which are also 0. And I seasoned them all with salt and pepper, a little of Italian seasoning dressing I used to season the tomatoes with. And so this is going to be a 9 point lunch, but I'm going to get back, I think it's 2 points for the lettuce. There's more lettuce too. This is just on top of the lettuce, but there's more lettuce than that. But 2 points back for the lettuce. And between the cucumber and tomato, I get another point back. So that's going to be 3 points back. I believe that's 3 points back. Yes, that's 3 points back. Corn is a starchy veggie, so you don't get points back on it, but I get corn for 0 points. So yeah, so that's going to be my lunch. This is going to be a 9 point lunch. All right, so I decided to have a snack. I felt like chips. So I'm going to have this, which is 5 points. And yes, this is part of the snack that I bought for the girls, but there's a lot of stuff in that box I don't really care for. So, or don't, like, they're not like, oh, I really want to have that kind of thing. But I do like sour cream and onion chips. I'm going to have this bag for 5 points. Not going to feel guilty about it at all. Hi. So it's the next day, and I made dinner for everyone last night, but I didn't have it because I had such a late lunch that I just wasn't hungry by dinner time, which seems to be a thing lately. I actually intended to have my lunch earlier in the day. However, I was on the phone with my mom and kind of got sidetracked, and we was talking for a good while. She called me to talk about House of the Dragon, and after a while I was like, oh, I gotta go, I gotta make my lunch, I want to eat before it gets too late. She's like, oh, okay, fine. But then she got on to something else. I don't remember if it was something else about House of the Dragon or just something else in general, and then we just and I lost track of time, and it was almost time for me to get my oldest daughter from the bus stop. So I had a late lunch, and it was really filling. So by dinner, I just was not hungry. Oh, I did also have that bag of chips, but I wound up only eating half of it. So it's actually sitting in my snack bin now. I should have put it in a Ziploc. I'm gonna do that after this so it doesn't get stale. But later on in the night, after everyone was in bed, and ignore my hair because I forgot to put my bonnet on last night, and so it is what it is. But everyone went to bed last night. I was kind of hungry, so I made myself a turkey sandwich, and I used the Aunt Millie's Carb Life bread. It's one slice a point, so I had 2 points worth. I had turkey, which is 0 points for me, and my preferred turkey is the what do you call it? The Good and Gathered, the Target brand. I like that the best. It might sound crazy, but that's my favorite turkey cold cut. You know what I mean? So I had that with some honey mustard and a little bit of mayo, but not enough for a point. I used the light mayo, and I had some chips with it. I had plain Lay's chips, and that was 5 points. So I had about 7 points for dinner. And I think that put me at 20. I don't remember. I think breakfast was like 6 points. Breakfast was 6. Lunch was 9. So that's what? 15 plus 7. 23? Yeah, me and math, we don't go together. I think it was about 23 points. Roundabouts. Okay, so I 23 points for the day for yesterday. I did make myself some popcorn and I had like a handful. So it's just sitting there in the bowl right now. So I really didn't even eat much of that. Oh, and for breakfast, when I had the two mandarins, I only ate one of the two. So I only had one mandarin. And I believe that's all the corrections I have. So I ended the day at 23 points. And I feel good about yesterday. I didn't overdo. Oh, I did make an onion dip for the chips. And I used the fat-free yogurt, Greek yogurt, which I get for 0 points, the fat-free one, the plain fat-free Greek yogurt. I did mix a little light sour cream in there, but not enough to be counted as a point. And I use like this onion dip powder that I absolutely love. It's my favorite, 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 favorite. And it is by McCormick. It's called Just Five. It's so good. I also love their Just Five Italian dressing powder mix. That's my top choice out of some of the powder mixes that I've had. And you can find them on Amazon in bulk, but I used to get them in the store. I used to get them at Meijer. I don't see them at Meijer anymore. I have not for like the last few months. So I did buy a big box, bulk box on Amazon for the onion dip one because my daughter loves it too. My oldest girl. Actually, no, I think Isabel likes it too. Well, I think they both do. Anyways, and I'm getting the Italian one next month. You can get it on the Amazon subscription, which is how I'm getting it. But I do know some stores still sell it because when I was in New York in July, I did see it at the supermarket by my mom. They had at least the Italian one. I don't remember if they had the onion dip. I really didn't look. But they had the Italian one. And usually, at least how Meijer had it here, it was in the same aisle that you would find your in my head I'm saying pasta sauce and I know that's wrong. Dressings, your salad dressings, it's in that same aisle. The onion dip powder is also in that same aisle. It's right there. Usually they have them all together. They also have a ranch, which I do have, and I do like the powder mix too. I don't know if Amazon has the ranch. I didn't look to check to see. Maybe I will check, but I don't use ranch like that. So I don't know if I would get it. But anyways, yep. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And I hope to see you again soon. Bye.